Alright, it's Mr. Wiggles 2 here, showing a video of some of the work I've been doing on the Wheelhorse 520H 1989 project. Here just painting, and this plate here is the engine plate, and that thing I'm holding on to is the hook that goes around the bell housing for the PTO. And laying some, this has all been sanded, just laying down some thick primer that I got over at Tractor Supply. It was on sale for $3.99 a can. So I've used this on other restorations, on my 416 restoration, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's a thicker oil-based primer, and here's pretty much done with both of those. But here what I'm doing is tipping the can upside down to clean, get it ready for the next use. They'll spray just the propellant in there, the aerosol, and clean the hole out. And here you can see it's a Valspar oil base metal primer. Get that at Tractor Supply. Great stuff. Really good stuff. And it's thicker. And here was, I think this was on this past Sunday. I had applied a rust converter to the footrests, and that's why they look black. And here again I'm laying this Valspar. It's the paint is actually tractor paint. It's an implement paint, so heavy pigments. Great primer. Here's the front axle. I took that off. I wasn't going to take it off, but it's kind of hard to get to some of those areas. I want to make sure that this is done right, so I got it, painted that all up. Here's the black painted seat pan. It's a rust converter. Some heavy scratches and some sanding still to do on that. Here's the axle. This is fully painted, and a couple other parts here that you see. The bell housing goes in that little hook there for the PTO. Engine sits on the plate. Still got to work on the hood, and over there is the steering column assembly. And got paint on the rest of the tractor. And then the next video that I'm going to be doing will be on my new welder that I picked up from Harbor Freight. It's the dual MIG welder 171. If you look on the internet, on their website, I feel like I stole this thing. It's normally $349. I saw it on sale on the website for $249, so my local Harbor Freight honored it when I brought them the printout. And thanks to Harbor Freight, they sent me $100 worth of gift cards. So this welder only cost me $150, and I'm glad it did, because when I brought it home, I was very, very impressed with the fit and finish, until I went to plug it in, and I was puzzled why the fan didn't go on. I would think that the fan would go on immediately when you turned it on. So I had to take the other side cover on, not this side, the other side. I took that side cover off, held on by about 5-6 screws. And I come to find out that the fan blades are bent. So it's a cheap little fan that's made out of metal that your apple pie sits in. It's that thin. And so I unbolted that, and I was able to flatten it, and got that to it was just really one blade was bent, but someone was careless putting it in. And they were probably careless because it's made in China. But it's got six amperage settings. It has a pretty good duty cycle. At the highest 6, I think it's like 18% duty, but 140 amps or 140 amps, I believe it is. But for your regular stuff, I mean, you're looking at a 35-40% duty cycle. So it's a pretty good for what I'll use it for. There's a picture of the weld. My first weld, never welded before. So I'm going to do a full test on this in an upcoming video, and keep watching. please subscribe, and more coming this weekend. Thanks a lot.